Hi guys and gals, Froggy here. This is a new pedal that I bought for my mountain bike. You can't tell the name of it, but it was Rock Bros, B-R-O-S. It fell off of my bike while I was riding. This, where my fingers are, that was attached to the crank on the bike, and the pedal just came off like that. Apparently what happened is this small nut came undone off of there. So I don't know. I was going to just throw it away, but I think I can fix it, and I'm going to show you how to do that. It looks to me like this particular brand of pedal, if this is a real one or knockoff one, I don't know. It doesn't have a ball or roller bearing on this end. It has a metal to metal, this side here. It has metal to metal. You see when this goes in here, it's just a metal to metal fit. It's got grease on it. So this part here runs on a metal piece in there. The other end, however, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see this or not. I'll use a flashlight. That has a small roller, a ball or a roller bearing in there. I took a pencil and I'm able to put the pencil in there like that, and with my naked eye I can twist it and I can see that there's a bearing in there moving around. So one end is not a real, what I call a real bearing, and one end is. But it's not dirty in there. I think if I clean off the end of this and the end of this is just a little cover that goes on the end where the nut is, and this is a little sleeve. There's a, like that, a cover, a sleeve, and a nut on that end, and then the axle goes through this end. So I'm going to clean up both ends, and then I'm going to screw this back on. I'm going to put some, actually I think I'm going to put red Loctite on there. I got blue and red. Maybe I'll put blue. See how it goes. Yeah, I guess I'll put blue. Red is supposed to be more permanent. You have to heat it up to get it off. Blue, you can get it off with a good tool. I'll show you how that goes. Okay, so I cleaned that up. What I'm going to do before I put it back together is I'm going to take some brake cleaner and clean those threads on both of these pieces. And then I'm going to put some kind of a, whatever the best kind of a grease I can find on here. I don't need it there because that's got a bearing that's already greased, but I'll put some grease here. Put the Loctite on, screw it back together, and try it on the bike. So here's our brake cleaner. I already did that one, and I'm going to shoot some on the nut. And I'll use a paper towel and wipe it. Okay, this is a disc brake lube, a German disc brake lube. It says Plasti lube, but it doesn't really have much to do with plastic, I don't think. But it's for, high temperature disc brake lube. I think that should probably work pretty good. And some blue Loctite. So I'm going to apply that on here quite a bit, and then the Loctite on here, and then I'm going to screw it together. Yeah, I'll just spread that around with my finger. And that black rubber is a dust cover. Keep the dust out of that where it's greased. I took a Q-tip and I wiped around in there where the other metal will meet this metal, and I'm going to put some grease. I'm going to spread that grease around in there too. Now, if any of you guys or gals who see this are real bike mechanics, please feel free to comment. Sorry, a little out of frame there. All right, so that end's done, and that is solid there. So now we're going to get that Ooh, I forgot to put the blue Loctite on. I'm going to take it out and put the blue Loctite on the threads. Okay, now maybe you can see that I've got blue Loctite on there. Let's try again. That goes in there. The dust cover. And I'll put a little bit more Loctite on that. And then it is, where is my thing? 8mm. Tighten it up. I'm just going to put, it's just going to be hand tight. Good, strong hand tight. Okay, I've got the nut in there like that. I'm trying to show you as much as I can, and so I'm using one hand on the camera and one hand. I guess I could have set up a tripod, but let's just see if this catches. Oh yeah, see, the other side is turning. So now I'm going to put a wrench on the other end and just sock this up nice and tight. Okay, so I did that. It doesn't seem that the threads are stripped or anything because it tightened up. So now I'm going to just drop this silver barrel in there. And then this is just a cover that goes on the end. It's got an Allen. I think it's a 6mm. Okay, and so there it is. See if I can spin this with one hand and one finger. It feels okay. It's not rough. I'm going to put this back on the bike and ride it. And then if it seems okay, I'm going to take the other one apart and do the same thing. I'll put some blue Loctite on there so that it won't come apart on me unexpectedly. And it seems to me, just my personal opinion, that there should have been some blue Loctite on there to begin with. But what do I know? I'm just the customer who needs to be taken care of. I'm not the guys who manufacture it or design it or anything else. But for the sake of a dab of blue Loctite, heads up, anybody who works for Rock Brothers, that's what you should be doing, I think. Give me a thumbs up or a like if this helps you out. Subscribe to my channel if you want more from Froggy. Ring the bell if you want notification. Be safe, have fun. Froggy out. Bye-bye. Well, if you've been a subscriber for a while, you know how I am. Sometimes I change my mind, and I decided to do the other pedal right now. And it's a good thing I did, because actually this pedal is... Alright. This is not a reverse thread, but it's a reverse thread on that end. And the one I did was a reverse thread here and a normal thread on the other end. So you got to be careful on that. And it came off hard, so it was tightened on hard. Somebody must have just assembled it wrong, or if it was a machine assembly, I don't know. To me, it looks like it's probably a hand assembly, and I think just probably somebody snoozed on it. Just so you understand what I'm saying, so I'm holding this and I'm turning this lefty-loosey, and it tightens it up, so it's lefty-tighty. So just make sure you keep that straight. Whatever direction this one is, the other end is opposite.